This is Co-op Chronicles, episode 47. Hello and welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 47 and I am Pint-Sized Geisha. And with me, as always, I have Black Label.
Hello.
And Azalee.
Hello.
And today is...
We're going to talk about the Kojima Code, hidden messages and conspiracies in Metal Gear Solid, and then Killswitch, the game that deletes itself.
Wait, is the Kojima code the up, up, down, down, left, right? Or what is that?
I think Kojima, maybe? The Contra Code, yeah.
Oh,
right?
okay. I just don't know what the name of it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to dive into some of the strangest corners of the game world, from mystery to mayhem.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Black Label, Geisha,
Hello.
Azalee.
Hello.
Azalee.
How was our weekend, before we get into it?
It was great.
Yeah.
We did an escape room.
Yes, we did.
We did. It was their
Killed it.
birthday. Their birthdays yesterday.
Yep.
Crushed it.
We were 7 for 7.
7 for 7 on the escape room.
It was a haunted escape room. It was kind of cool.
It was spooky.
Shaking and booming in darkness.
Said, my name is Todd.
Yeah, my name is Todd. Okay.
Had
So
some
like,
good breakfast.
oh yeah, we did have some
Did
good
you try
break-
that cake?
It was amazing.
It was amazing, huh?
I only had a little bit because I was like, ooh, too much. But it was
It gets really
good.
sweet after a while,
It
but
was
it's
good.
good. Guava cake.
I was
everybody.
like, it's better than the Lynette cake that I get from the Metropolitan Market.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure.
Guava cake, guys.
Guava cake,
Mhm.
and the guava pastry was good.
Yep. It was a little too sweet, the guava pastry this time, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna crack down the Kojima Code, which is like theories, conspiracies, and layers behind Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding. And then second, we're gonna talk about a creepypasta-fueled tale of Killswitch, a mysterious game that supposedly deletes itself after you play it or after you finish it. Yeah, so we're gonna be touching on some paranoia, mental stuff, you know. So here we go. Who is Kojima? So Kojima he's the creator of Metal Gear Solid, Snatcher, Zone of the Eaters, and Death Stranding. He's known for doing things that nobody expects. He adds, I don't know, like entire systems to games to make it, I guess, really weird. I don't know if you guys seen Death Stranding. Have you seen Death Stranding, babe?
A long time ago. We watched the gameplay.
With the guy from, what is it?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. What's his name? He's on
Russell something? Is it Russell?
No, he's on my favorite movie,
Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints. What is
He
his
was
name?
Younger.
Dang it.
I
Now
think his name is Russell.
Something Reeves, I think.
I don't even know.
Let's Google it.
Google it. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Psycho Mantis boss fight, which is in Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't know if you guys ever played Metal Gear Solid.
I watched you play it.
So there's like a weird thing. So in Metal Gear Solid, the boss reads your memory card and reacts.
Oh.
So you have to unplug the controller into port 2 to beat him.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's so innovative for the time.
And then on Metal Gear Solid 2,
Norman
Reeves, right?
Reedus.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
I know it started with R.
I was thinking, Daryl.
Daryl. Coral.
Coral.
So Metal Gear Solid 2, the switcheroo, the player thinks that they're going to play a Solid Snake, but they end up playing Raiden. So that becomes like meta with the game discussing manipulation and control. Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake ages due to like a synthetic aging, symbolic of the franchise, kind of like fatigued, and it's like a world like fan burnout type thing. So he like kind of like adjusts the way he creates games based on, I don't know, as time goes. So question, do you guys think Kojima was ahead of his time when it came to games, how they were told? And you guys never played, or if you did play, what's your first one that you ever played of Kojima? So do you think he's ahead of his time when he made this stuff, telling stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note though, but like my skylight is dark now, so my lighting looks kind of bad.
You can
Turn your light on then.
That's why I was asking you because
Oh,
I
no,
wanted to
go
ask
for it.
you because like now
Oh, yeah, it looks
get what
better
I'm
now.
saying?
Yeah,
You have
my
color now.
skylight.
it looks better. Yeah, you actually
I looked pale for a little bit without
You're not-
the sun.
You're not a vampire no more.
You know.
Yeah, he is. Just the whole unplugging and putting into the second player port.
Yeah, that's pretty
creative.
cool. Like you can't beat this boss without unplugging it and putting in the other port.
Yeah.
How would they know that though? How would they? What mechanic in there says, "Oh, this is"?
Well,
the
I'm
second
sure
port"?
there's like a thing in the game or in like the console that says like the controller's plugged into one and the controller's plugged into two, so they probably do something with that, you know?
It was also the time when they had the book, right? The game book.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably
Yeah.
maybe there was something in the book.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I know like during that fight too, like it reads your memory card, so it'll say some things that like if you pass certain areas, it's kind of crazy. I think he was ahead of his time. Like
Mhm.
I played Metal
Obviously.
Gear Solid, and it was insane. It was kind of like a weird, I don't know, for my age, it was kind of crazy.
I just liked the design of the game. Like when they popped up on the screen when they were communicating.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
yeah, snake, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about themes that Kojima explores. So Kojima's games are loaded with reoccurring themes. So let's break down some of those. So the information and control and misinformation. So Metal Gear Solid 2 predicted fake news before it was buzzword. Like the AI, you exercise the right to freedom, and this is the result. You're drowning in truth. So it's like, I guess if you haven't played the game, you wouldn't understand. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it, AI stuff in it, and then like there's like a different group, like the Patriots. So they manipulate like society through digital media, which is kind of happening. It was like or how do you say it? Prophetic.
Yeah,
Prophetic. Prophetic in today's algorithmic echoes chamber, like the way the world is now. Like they
Yeah.
kind of talked about it back then.
Mhm.
Everything's social media, AI, digital media, stuff like that. So he also touches on identity, loss of self. So like characters like Raiden and Big Boss, they're kind of shaped by the world around them. And then they question like who's their real allegiance in the game. So it's very, I don't know how to explain it. Very outer self or third barrier. Is it fourth barrier? The fourth barrier is like
Isn't the fourth barrier
where they
like,
interact with
they
you.
interact with whoever's
The
playing
player.
or watching.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, but it's just very I don't know,
Interesting.
self-aware of like what's going on around them. And then in Death Stranding, Sam Porter Bridges, which is whatever the person, he's like literally rebuilding connections of the broken world. And then while he's doing that, he's like alone. So he's like isolated by himself. So he's like trying to help everybody else around him, but while being alone, which if you watch the gameplay, you're literally just traveling from place to place by yourself with a baby.
I was gonna say with a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, this says Metal Gear Solid came out in '98. So like with that game mechanic back in '98,
It's a crazy,
like
right?
revolutionary.
That's insane. 98, dude.
I just had to like look that up because I was like, that's crazy. When did that come out?
It makes me think that like I'm really old because I feel like 98, that's not that long ago, but it really in fact is like 27 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How old was I then? I was like 27. I was like 13 years old, 14 years old when I first played Metal Gear Solid. Damn.
You're
I'm
old.
old. Yeah. Have you guys ever played a game where like the character kind of like isolates himself for the better good to help everybody around them? I kind of feel like that's every game, but
Yeah, I think any game with like a superhero or like a protagonist where they're like, I have to do this mission by myself.
yeah. I guess like all Souls-like games are like that, right?
Oh, you
Yeah,
are
that's
by
why you're kind of by
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like nonstop boo yourself.
But you still make connections in games, but you're kind of like, you do the story by yourself.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
It's just you have like these people that you can meet up and get free stuff from sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make connections to NPCs that you can summon to come help you in like boss fights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But primarily you're by yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
grinding the levels.
Grinding the levels and
grinding
side
the
quests.
levels. Yeah. After I
Geisha
beat
doesn't
Baldur's
like
Gate,
side
I'm gonna
quests.
do Bloodborne again.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be excited. So I really want you to beat that game then.
I know I need to do it.
Maybe today's the day.
Maybe today's the day.
Cheer her on, everyone,
Yeah.
so we can watch her play
Yeah.
Bloodborne.
Yeah. So another thing about his themes is that it's very war oriented. So Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear series, constantly critiques the military, the industrial complex of it. In Metal Gear Solid 4, it introduces SOP, which is like nano machines, which basically control the soldiers. So it's like,
Interesting.
Super soldiers.
yeah, but it's like the soldiers have no control over themselves. So it's like the government is just
Brainwashed.
controlling them using nanotechnology.
That's Captain America. They created those soldiers so they can control them.
Yeah, I feel like some of the shit that he's come
got
up
He
with.
got it from a comic.
I don't know. And then in Metal Gear Solid 5, you manage a mercenary group, and you become what Snake fought against in the earlier games. So it's like, I don't know. It's a whole. It's like I don't know how to explain it. You're one way the whole game, and then you're another way the next game, and so you're kind of conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, as I said, this whole thing is just how his themes are, which is, I wouldn't say, I don't know. Would you say revolutionary in gaming? Yeah, I would say revolutionary in
Before
gaming.
their
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. During that time. Yeah.
Darn.
Darn.
Yep.
Darn.
So, so the meta, yeah, I was talking about like the fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall stuff. Like I said, Metal Gear Solid 1, the thing's talking to you when you have to beat, I think his name's Mantis, who reads your memory card. And then Metal Gear Solid 2, the game literally starts glitching. And like the AI, it tells you to turn off the console and calls the player by their name from the save file. So whatever your save file is,
That's
it'll say it.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of games do that now,
Yeah.
that read your computer and like, or whatever your PC name is. And so that was kind of crazy with the whole fourth wall. And then Kojima often blurs the who the real player is. Like, are we controlling Snake or is someone controlling us? So it's like, it's very interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we're all just God Sims.
We're just Sims. Just
Yeah.
do.
When
What-
we walk into a kitchen and we don't remember what we're doing, God like canceled.
Yeah. What is the thing that they say about what the fuck is it? Like the worst thing in Sims you could do is to put a Sim in a pool and take away the ladder or something.
Yeah.
And they drown? Can you
Yeah.
die in The Sims?
Yeah.
You could die in The Sims?
You
Yeah.
could die so many ways.
You can,
What?
you can put them in a pool, remove the ladder, they drown. You can put them in a room without anything, with no door, and they die because they haven't ate.
What?
If you're cooking, your stove can catch on fire, and you can catch on fire
Is
and
this
die.
news to you?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I feel like
Your
some
Sims can die.
I feel like psychopaths have like a, what is that hotel? That was like a murder hotel?
The
H.H.
H Holmes.
Yeah, H.H.
Hotel.
Holmes. Somebody built one of those in The Sims. You know damn well they did.
I think some people even try. I don't know if there's an achievement for it, but they try and kill Sims in like every way possible.
What?
Yeah, and especially with like the death expansion pack. Well, there's like, you can die by being frightened. You can die by a ghost. You can die by a bunny. You can die by like
A bunny?
yeah. There's like a thing when you make your Sims. It's like you can determine how you die, and you never know when it's coming, but you know how you're gonna die.
Hey, fuck those bunnies, man.
No.
Fucking fuck those bunnies.
I sent-
Easter's coming up too.
I sent a photo in the group chat because I have bunnies like in the area that I live. They're like feral wild bunnies, and they're like a ton of them.
You should put some carrots out and see if you can befriend one.
Oh, I should. There was right when we got home yesterday. There was a bunny in our front yard, and we just like casually walked by, and it kind of like scooted away a few feet, but it was like chilling.
That's it. He's getting used to you guys. Got to watch out. He's
I'm sure the dogs scared them enough.
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever played a game that was trying to mess with you, or like a game that's its objective is to mess with the player? And if it did, how did it? You never played one like that?
No.
You ever
Not that I
played
can
the
think of.
Doki Doki Literature game?
No, I always hear about it. I've never
that game
watched
was
it.
scary. Coda.
Oh, it's a scary game.
Yeah. You've never have you seen it?
I've seen it. I thought it was like a chibi game, so I never watched it.
Oh no, it's terrifying. Like the more you play, it gets scary, and then it like reads your computer, so it knows like the name that you assign your computer. It's one of those games, and it gets creepy and it's crazy.
Interesting. I never knew that.
But yeah, then
What's it called? Doki Doki Literature?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Crazy, man.
So, next we're gonna talk about let's see.
I think Simulacra. That game.
Is that is that the phone one?
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, where like you're trying to save somebody.
Played it.
Yeah, Markiplier played it, and you're trying to like save somebody.
Like, put his real name on there. He was like, no way.
God. Like I seen her head at the corner of the stairs, and I'm like, what is she doing?
If that's not creepy, I don't know what
God.
is.
So we're gonna talk about Kojima's hidden messages. Wait, did I say that? No, I didn't. And his conspiracies. So this is where like, I mean, if you thought some of the things were weird, this is where it gets a little weirder. So in Metal Gear Solid 2, there was a prophecy, or somewhat. Theories claim that Kojima predicted censorship, AI disinformation, and global surveillance, which is kind of what's happening if you think about it right now. So, like an example, one of the things is like, what if we proposed is control of human will and consciousness, which is basically a debate on AI and about AI ethics today, how it mirrors it, which is kind of creepy considering AI is everywhere now. Like they talk about how AI, what did they say? They said they used AI to come up with the tariff percentages or the way to solve that. Have you seen that? And that somebody even like pulled it up and showed like when they used AI. I don't know. I didn't fact check it, so I don't know if it's real. But they use like ChatGPT to come up with like a way to solve tariffs and the percentages or something like that. And it's exactly what they said on the or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I didn't fact check it, but that's kind of crazy if it is.
Yeah. AI is smart because I know Copilot from Microsoft, it reads the whatever page you're on, and and AI deciphers like answers through the page that you're looking at and through like context clues on the page.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So Kojima he like exited? I don't know. He has like a hidden exit in Silent Hills. Is Kojima Konami? Or I mean, is Silent Hills Konami?
I don't know.
Or Silent Hill PT? You know what PT?
Yeah.
That was Konami?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Maybe because they did discontinue it. So maybe he just found no point
I'm
in
gonna
the
look it up.
project.
Double check. Oh, it was Kojima Productions.
Oh.
Interesting. And that game was supposed to be like crazy, right?
They didn't even. It wasn't. They didn't even take it.
But they had like a
anywhere besides
demo though.
Yeah.
And it was
The demo was scary. People said.
Yeah, demo. Everybody said the demo was crazy scary. So he and PT, like Silent Hills PT and Konami, like was canceled, or it was canceled by Konami, and fans believed the game was a commentary on Kojima's fallout with them, because him and Konami like fell out.
Oh yeah.
So in PT, you escape by whispering the name Jareth, allegedly an internal reference to a betrayal. So I don't understand. That's what people are saying. Obviously, there's crazy claims and
well, we can
weird.
never know because PT doesn't exist anymore except for like.
Yeah, you can't
very
even
few
play
people.
it, right? You can't play it anymore.
Like
you can't
the
download
file
it.
Doesn't exist anywhere.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. But if you ever, I'm sure somebody has it on YouTube. You should look it up. It's a crazy game.
I feel like the people that I have seen try and play whatever they had downloaded previously, it like doesn't run. It
Really?
keeps crashing.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
That's
So I wonder if
interesting.
it runs through the like online or something. Like it has to run through online, maybe. I don't know. Number 3, Kojima's faking his identity. So when Moby Dick Studios teased the Phantom Pain, fans noticed the CEO Joachim Morgren, an acronym for Kojima, looked computer generated. So like Joachim is Kojima. It's an acronym or anagram. Sorry, not an acronym. Anagram for Kojima. And then Kojima was hiding his identity the whole time, but in plain sight. So, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So, do you guys think Kojima is being cryptic just for fun, or is he trying to say something deeper about games and to us about the world?
I feel like he definitely has a message. I don't know what the message is, but
It's there.
he's got something to say.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played a game that was like pretty cryptic to you, or anything that was weird out of the normal?
Oh,
No.
I'm trying to think.
Nope.
No.
I'm
no.
sure there's games.
You don't
out
play that many
there.
games.
I
though.
don't.
I'm sure there's games.
I know there's like a lot of those weird little games that like kind of look like 16-bit games, kind of like Undertale. There's always like some hidden message or hidden event. What a weirdo
They're
cat.
obsessed with your feet.
Dude, who is
I'm
that? Is
having
that
a foot
Yami?
fight.
That's
with
Mochi.
Mochi? God, what is wrong with them? Every time you come over, they just attack your feet, man. I don't know if you guys have cats at home and have like that one friend or guest that comes over and they act really weird around them. Our cats go crazy around her feet.
Maybe it's because she lets them, and when they try to bite our feet, we're like, no.
No, they don't even come to my feet.
Because they
At
know
all.
better now.
Yeah, because
No,
they know better.
I don't mind them messing with my feet. I don't know. That's weird.
I
man.
think it's just because it's like, oh, they're just like little baby teeth, so it doesn't really hurt me.
Yeah. But he is going to ham on your toes.
Yeah. He
What
looks
are
like
you
he
doing?
looks at you too. Like, hey, are you looking? Are you looking? I'm gonna.
I'm
So-
doing this.
So we're gonna talk about 5. So we're gonna talk about Killswitch, and I'm assuming you guys never heard of this game, which is
No.
why I'm talking about it. So it's a game that allegedly deletes itself once completed.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Killswitch is the legend of it is it was developed by a fictional Soviet company called Carvina Corporations. So this is like a creepypasta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, Corvina?
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
What I do? I scrolled down. Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, developed by a fictional Soviet company called Carvina Corporation. Apparently, only 5,000 copies were supposedly made. You play as a girl or a demon escaping a mine filled with tragedy. Once you finish it, the game deletes itself permanently. There's no proof of it existed, no replays, nothing. It's just gone.
Whoa.
What if it would be like it stops you from like re-downloading it too? Does it do that?
Oh.
No, it's just not no longer there. No existence of it.
Like on.
Like everything.
like everything.
Like
you
once you
can't
Like
once
when you're even on like you can't find it on Steam at all anymore.
yeah.
How would they do that?
It's not a Steam game.
I know,
though.
but
It's
I'm
like
just saying for an example.
well, it's like for example, it's a cartridge game. Let's just say that because it's a copy of it. So it's a cartridge game. Well, I don't know if
or
it's
like a DVD.
or just like a game itself. Yeah. Well, let's not go too deep into it being a Steam game and you having to download it because then it just makes me think of how to go against you.
Exactly.
I'm assuming that it's no longer there because it says no proof of it existed once you
Keep
beat
in
it.
mind, creepypasta.
Creepypasta.
Laws
Okay.
don't.
Yeah,
rules
there's-
don't exist.
There's
in
nothing I can say or whatever. So
Right. Logically,
we
it
could
just
say-
doesn't make sense.
yeah, so we can say is it real? Most agree it's fiction. It's a viral creepypasta. It gained traction on forums like Something Awful and Reddit. The mystery grew when a supposed YouTuber paid $733,000 for a copy and never posted gameplay. Yeah, nothing. So you could look that up. Let's fact check that too right now.
That sounds so creepy though.
Yeah.
Repeat that for me.
So apparently a YouTuber paid $733,000 for a copy and never posted any gameplay of it. Themes are tied to memory, loss, and obsession of the game. Similar real-world games, One Chance, a Flash game you can only play once. Doki Doki Literature Club breaks itself and your files. Eternal Darkness, it says fake deletes your memory card. So it's not even like a real thing.
Oh, I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. What's creepier to you, a game that deletes itself or one that starts talking back to you guys?
Talking back.
I would say talking back. Yeah.
That sounds terrifying. Especially because it's in your computer. Like, it knows everything on your computer at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, now it knows everything.
Yeah,
you're
like what's it doing with that information?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the chance you take with downloading video games. Because you could download, like, a virus or something. You would never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few people that talked about this. They talk about it's haunted lost media or a hoax, Killswitch. Somebody did a video of it, and they got 700,000 views on it
That's cool.
2 years ago. Interesting. Huh. Um. So, again, what did I say? There was only supposedly 5,000 copies of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because I don't understand how there's a number, but then it's gone once you play it, so it's kind of hard to fact check that.
Yeah.
Doki Doki Literature. It breaks this. Does it break itself in the game? The files?
Mm-hmm. It like can I don't
Have you ever watched
remember
it?
it can like move files on your computer too.
Really?
I believe
That's
so.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Don't touch my stuff.
Or
Like,
is
it
it
makes
only
you-
is it only files within the game folder?
Like it makes you go into files in your computer to like you try and delete the game file on your computer and it won't let you delete it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
like
how
it's
did-
during the game. I'm sure after the game is over.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can delete
Devs,
it.
whoever make that, are like kind of genius. That's kind of crazy stuff that happens. So again, the Kojima and Killswitch connection. So I kind of want to tie it all together. Killswitch may be fake, but the fear behind is very real. Kojima taps into your fear, loss of control, media manipulation, and the breaking of boundaries. Imagine if Kojima made a real Killswitch style game. Once you played it, it was gone. Would you guys play something like that?
No.
I mean, what if you
No.
can't record it because it would just disappear? So maybe that's why that YouTuber that bought it couldn't record it because it just like disappeared after they played it.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think if you're paying $733,000 for a copy, you're going to be recording the gameplay.
Yeah, I'm saying like, what if the recording of it just disappeared also?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no evidence of this game anywhere because
Yeah.
it just deletes all information about it.
Or what
So-
if it's like programmed to where recording isn't allowed either? You know, like when Apex starts, it says like no, it has that thing like for copyright, I guess. It says like recording is disabled, and then like 2 seconds later, it's like it's enabled again. Like I guess there's a way for developers and stuff to limit what is recorded and what isn't recorded at times. Or what if you try to record it and it's just nothing but like a black screen?
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's interesting. So like, I feel like Kojima's already done some crazy stuff. The Phantom Pain, the Metal Gear Solid, I think it's 5. I'm not 100% sure. It was a game again about absence and deception. It's more stealthy. Obviously, Kojima tricked people because he created a fake studio. It was called Moby Dick Studios, which again I mentioned Joachim, which is an anagram for Hideo Kojima. So Phantom Pain is just a metaphor about missing identity, trauma, and control. The dual protagonist twist with Venom Snake, Kojima's real life Phantom Pain of being pulled from the project. Do you guys think Kojima's twists hit harder because he was going through his own battles with Konami, so he kind of incorporated that in the game?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of devs kind of do that. They just kind of use their real life situation to be mimicked in their game or give inspiration to games.
Who's the From Software dev, Bim? Guy.
Fucking what's his name?
Come on.
God damn it! All I have in my head is the name you've been saying.
I'm gonna look it up now. Now I can't even think of his name.
I know I can't think of his name. I know his name, but like if you said it to me,
I'm gonna say
Taka Miyazaki. Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
I'm like Miyazaki.
Hayao
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Just
Okay,
kidding. It's not that
Miyazaki.
guy.
Yeah, it's Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys ever play, or would you have played the game differently if you knew the truth about a game that had secret meanings or, like in-depth conspiracies within it?
No.
You wouldn't play it differently if you knew that there was stuff in there?
No.
You wouldn't try to find them?
No.
Wow, you're simple. You're basic.
I'm a basic bitch, okay? You can believe in whatever you want to believe, my friend, but does that mean that you're going to make me believe it? Probably not. I'm very much in control of my own thinking, and I'm not very influential. So
You're saying you're a robot. Who are you?
I have no soul.
Who are you?
I'm a soulless robot, and you can't make me change my mind on my logical thinking or
Your
anything
logical
like that.
thinking.
Whatever. I could play a game about fucking, I don't know, marshmallows becoming humans and eating the world, and someone's like, "This is gonna happen." I'm like, okay.
About butt fucking.
About butt fucking.
I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I think they're interesting, but I don't think I would ever believe in one.
I would deep dive into a game if it had a conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Yeah, I think it's really funny. It like gives me something to entertain my brain with. Sometimes the real world sucks.
It does suck, actually. So, some of the predictive symbolisms in Kojima's work, I mentioned a lot. I talked about like the AI surveillance states, viral outbreaks, and social media disconnection. Many claim he predicted major world events. Again, do you guys know what an echo chamber is?
A chamber where echoes happen.
Let me give you the actual.
Or is it like when people are in a meeting and they all just echo each other?
No. I'll say.
He said, "Let me give you the accurate."
Yeah, because there's like, so it is thought that echo chambers limit exposure to diverse perspectives and favor and reinforce presupposed narratives and ideologies. It's echo chamber is an environment where only a person encounters information or opinions that reflect and reinforce their own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't go into an echo chamber then.
Yeah. So, like, where was I at? What did I say? Oh yeah. So yeah, he talks about in Metal Gear Solid 2. I think I mentioned the mirrors today's internet echo chambers.
Mm-hmm.
So Death Stranding was focused on isolation and reconnection before COVID-19. So it was kind of like like you know how when we had the COVID era, everybody was isolated for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are saying, oh, Death Stranding was predicting that. Use of drones, social ratings, and deep fake-like disguises before they even came into mainstream, such in like Metal Gear Solid. There was like like the bad guy would be acting as his guy, the Major, and then he's like, you find out it's not really the Major. The Major was dead from the beginning, and it was
Spoiler.
Yeah,
dude. This is a 1998 game. If you complain
I've
about
never
spoil,
played it.
you're not gonna play it. That's not your type of
16-year-old game.
Spoiler.
whatever. If you haven't played this game or watched gameplay in 30 years and you complain to me about, oh, I haven't played it yet, I'm going to play it. No, you're fucking lying to yourself. Because you would have played this shit a long time ago. But yeah. Do you guys think Kojima is a visionary or extremely observant around the world?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. I like your idea. Keep going.
Keep going with it. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I think he was a visionary back in the day when it came out because it was so impressive, and now a lot of games nowadays are like the one he did back in the day. And I definitely think he's very observant in culture and society and where it was projecting to move. So a little bit of both.
Yeah. Also, maybe he was really into The Simpsons, and they like to predict a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, The Simpsons.
Maybe he's like, ooh, I should take a page out of their book.
Yo, Simpsons are on to something.
Mm-hmm.
So out of all the stuff that I talked about, like COVID, echo chambers, and like deep fakes and stuff like that, which of his predictions kind of make you not freak you out, but make you think about, like, make you second look at, like, what the hell when you think about it?
I don't second look at anything. It's just really interesting
Yeah.
that he thought about it before anybody else really thought about it.
Same Z's.
But maybe developers, like, they're so creative that they just think in a different way than everyone else. So their brain is like 10 years in the future, and all of us are like, well, it's amazing. And they're like, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think I wouldn't say the Death Stranding one is crazy. I do think the whole, like, making people, I guess, focus on what they want you to focus on. The whole manipulation of, like, social media and echo chambers is kind of insane. Because, I mean, it is what it is now.
Yeah.
Like we talk about it all the time with kids and social media, and it's like how everybody wants to be like one person. So I think that's kind of insane.
But it also probably plays on that whole like red herring idea, right? So you like present something so obvious that it detracts people away from the actual problem, you know? So maybe he kind of used some of that logic and was just messing with everyone.
I never thought about that, dude.
Like he played it off to like there's a bad guy in Metal Gear Solid, but the bad guy was in front of you the whole time.
Yeah. I know Killswitch isn't like a big topic on this. It's mainly Kojima. What's his name? Hideo Kojima. Yeah. It's mainly him, but it was just I wanted to talk about like what if like Killswitch was kind of like, I don't know. It's just interesting.
It is, because what if in the future there really are games like that?
Yeah.
They can program it so that it just disappears. Like you can't see it if you've already downloaded it, but other people can see it if it's not downloaded, you know?
Yeah. I mean, even if it's not real, it's like left a big impact on a lot of people who are into those type of topics or those type of creepypastas. And it inspired a ton of creepypastas and YouTube lore and fan games and stuff like that already on it.
Yeah.
So compare it to other mystery games. Like, what is it called? Polybius? Polybus? Never mind. Never mind. I can't even... I think it's Polybius? Did I talk about that before? Isn't it an arcade game that messed with your mind or something? Now I'm Googling this up. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to compare it to that, and I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the right one. Polybius?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this arcade game. I talked about this before. I know what I'm saying. Right here.
What was it about? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, didn't I talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a conspiracy about it.
Sorry, guys, I forgot.
I talked about it a long time ago, actually. Oh, never mind. I'll just not talk about that segment then, because nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sure there's
forgot.
OG arcade gamers out there.
Yeah. So again, damn, you guys got me fucked up. I don't even know where I'm at now.
Arcade games were before my time, so I can't truly appreciate them, unfortunately.
Yeah, you guys, it's hard to talk to you guys about these type of games because you guys don't play these type of games. I need to start like incorporating stuff that you guys played. Because Metal Gear Solid, I thought you guys would at least
I would like
watch
you to talk
it.
about Stardew then.
Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Give me
come
some
up.
conspiracies for
I'll
Stardew.
come up with some conspiracies for Stardew.
Trick question. There's no conspiracies because Stardew is not problematic.
It is. Yep. It's just a chill,
It's fun,
game.
wholesome, cozy.
Game.
Except for Mayor Lewis.
I don't know, that game.
Marnie's pants.
It don't be seeing like it. I bet you there's some dark stuff about Stardew. 100% there's some dark.
Concerned Ape would never.
What is Concerned Ape? Is that like the
developer.
developers?
Yeah.
Who are you people? So I want to talk about again his like breaking the game type stuff, meta designing, breaking the fourth barrier type things with him. So again, example, Psycho Mantis. It reads your memory card, talks about stuff like that. It's a crazy fourth wall?
Yeah.
Fourth wall breaking type thing?
The fourth wall.
Yep.
Yeah. He's pretty amazing for doing this type of stuff.
I know a lot of people don't like Death Stranding, but maybe it's because you are by yourself a lot. The whole game is you just being by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a second one coming out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
It was
There's
good enough
indeed.
for a sequel. Some people out there liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody did. Yeah. Or he's just making it because he just doesn't care and he's going to bring some other type of shit that we don't know about, some other conspiracy.
Life after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you reconnect
How to live through the
society?
reconnection.
Yeah.
How to disconnect now.
What if COVID? I'm just going off the rails now. What if COVID was like a reset? And then after COVID, everything kind of like switched up and like social media and all this stuff started going one direction. It was just like a reset. And everything's getting controlled again.
That'd be
I don't know.
interesting.
I mean, what do you mean it's interesting? It's happening right now.
I love conspiracies.
I do know that for your enhanced ID, it has like a microchip in it that can communicate with like radio signals, right?
Does it really?
It does. However, Washington State, I don't know if I should have said that. Well, we're in Washington State. Washington State does not have the technology right now for it to pick up those radio signals in your enhanced ID.
Whoa.
So it's basically like if you walk into the airport, they can pick up the radio signal from your ID that's in your pocket, in your backpack, whatever, and pinpoint like, oh yeah, they're in the airport right now.
Are you sure?
Only
Yeah.
take your
I even Googled
passport.
it. But Washington does not have the receiving end of that technology, but it does have it.
Everybody knows we're in Washington. We talk about Seattle and stuff all the time.
Yeah,
Say
that's true.
Tacoma Dome.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we did say
Tacoma Dome.
Tacoma Dome. But yes, it does have it. It has the technology to transmit a radio signal. Just Washington State does not have the technology to receive it yet.
You heard that?
I heard the kitty.
I think it was downstairs. I think it's because Mochi Boy's hungry or something.
Oh.
He's probably hungry. I need to go get him food.
Yeah, so there's like fake endings and Metal Gear Solid. Now I don't even want to talk about this stuff anymore. I want to talk about something else.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah. So Kojima suddenly had, his departure from Konami. Do you think that it's more than just creative differences, or do you think he was trying to be silenced with all the stuff that he knows and does and says and whatever?
I think it's creative differences.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much as being silenced because he still made games.
That's the easy way out, man. No, they're trying to silence my man.
Not everyone is trying to silence someone.
Trying to silence Kojima, huh? He knows too much.
I don't think that's the thing.
Or maybe he did it so in a way that it was left open for interpretation and everyone is just interpreting it as like, oh yeah, he predicted the future.
Yeah, because wouldn't your biggest success as a developer be that people are still talking about your video game years
Exactly.
later,
Yep.
Yeah.
decades later?
Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
So maybe he just did it in a way to where we are logically connecting his quote unquote message to what society is now.
Yeah. Question. If he made a game about our podcast, what hidden messages would he leave in it?
That you and Geisha actually do love each
I
other.
was thinking the same thing. I was like, probably like we actually do love each other.
What the hell? What, people think we don't love each other? Is that what's going
I don't
on?
know. Like I said last week, maybe she knows we love each other, but do the listeners know we love each other?
They fucking better know we love each other. I love you so fucking much. I love you so hard. It's not even funny, dude.
That or that you're definitely much older than both of us.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's not even.
I don't know what our
I'm over
hidden
here
message
messing
would
with the
be.
camera. I'm like, oh, I gotta get
The
this
hidden
right
message would
angle.
be that Az and I dominate in escape rooms. We're
What are
the
you
big
talking about? I
brains.
did pretty good this one around.
the
Actually,
big
I helped.
He tried to put on a jacket that was 3 times too small for him.
Yeah.
He's like, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I thought you had to put it on, but
Why would we
apparently,
want to put it on?
because I was seeing if it was missing the button, which it was missing the button, and the button ended up
Well,
being.
the button was for me to hold while I was laying in the bed earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Literally, like, Coda was reading it, and Az had this little button, like, on the bed, like, I'm here.
Oh, is that why you were on the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is she doing over there? And then the lights went off. Yeah, I put it on, and I was like, I can't put this on. Sean, can you put it on? And he put it on. Yeah. But I grabbed the picture, her
Yeah.
best friend.
You did
That's
figure
I
out
did.
the picture.
Right away,
Big
too.
brain.
Right away.
Big brain.
Because you guys were
Yeah.
like, it's his best friend. And I was like, let me go look at these pictures. And I've seen best friends forever. And I was like, it's this.
I love how Geisha at the end of it was just like, he's like, do you understand the story? She's like, we just won. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I was like, not really. I just know we did it. We got out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
who
mean,
killed who.
I thought
It's fine.
I highly recommend
I
doing
thought-
an escape room.
I thought Benny was the bad guy.
Benny, Benny.
Benny was the bad guy.
Benny in the gym.
Oh, he was the bad guy?
Yeah. See, you don't even understand.
You had to cut that for people who haven't done that
Yeah.
escape room.
They're not. If they, spoiler alert.
No, there's no
Spoiler alert for this escape room.
Well, they don't know the name of the
Benny
escape
did it.
room,
Yeah.
so whatever.
I highly recommend doing one though,
It's so
especially with
much
your
fun.
friends. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super fun.
It is very fun.
That one to me was easy.
It was easy.
It was pretty easy.
It was
Yeah.
easy.
Like the sorcerer one was so much harder for me.
That one was hard because that stupid tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing, that was a hard one. I think that was the one I was like pretty intoxicated. I didn't really help that much on that one.
Yeah.
You yelled at us because we kept erasing the little whiteboard thingy, and you're like, "Stop! I've got the numbers."
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, you guys don't know anything about fucking Metal Gear Solid, so I don't want to ask this question.
I just like the design of the game. The artistic design of the game.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys expect from
It's like Snake.
Death Stranding 2?
Oh.
I haven't watched
I
the
haven't-
trailer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen the
can
trailer
barely
yet.
remember the first one, to be honest.
Maybe
Something
there
about
would-
ladders.
Maybe there would be some kind of interaction with like a person this time, like somebody else. Maybe there would be actual interactions,
Actual interaction?
like face-to-face interaction.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
real people?
Yeah, not people in the game. You know,
Mm.
I don't know. I want to be surprised because I think that game has a lot of potential for just like being
Yeah.
its own thing.
Mhm.
It doesn't really fit into any genre.
All right, for Killswitch, I'm going to do some rapid fire questions real quick, okay?
Okay.
Because this is a short one. It's like we're almost at 50 minutes, so it's a pretty. Oh, I guess we're almost like usually at an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would you guys play a game you knew would delete itself and erase your experience forever?
Or talk to us. You already asked this question.
Yes, I would.
Did I?
Yes.
I would play it, even knowing all that, because I need to know from experience what
Okay.
it was like.
What was your answer then, Beb? I don't even remember asking.
I
this
would
question.
say I said I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember because I was like, "What the heck? You're just
I'm
basic.
soulless.
You're basic."
Yep. I'm a basic breezy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you guys think that Killswitch ever existed, or do you guys think it was a creepypasta,
I
a
think it was
legend to
creepypasta.
explore?
Creepypasta.
Creepypasta.
I think people are really creative with games.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yep.
the stories revolving around games can be like way more intricate.
Okay. This
Yeah.
isn't a question.
Logically, it just doesn't make sense how you could do that.
Do you guys think that people come up with like creepypastas or like some sort of legend or like news to make something bigger than what it is, to make you want to play it or watch it more? Like, you think people come up with fake news or something to intrigue you, to bring you in more?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say yes, but then I also am kind of drifting into this like, okay, people are naturally creative, right? Some people are more creative than others, but if it was me, right, and I have this idea and I've had this idea for a really long time and I just need it out of my brain, I would do something to get it out of my brain, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just somebody's creativity and they have this idea for something, but they just can't, they don't have the tools to implement it or turn it into something great, like a game or a movie or a script or something like that. So they just maybe make something little about it and then it spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads, you know?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's creativity.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel more comfortable writing. Maybe they're not as artistic enough to design something, so
Mhm.
they
Mm-hmm.
get their feelings and their thoughts out
Yeah.
on writing. And then, yeah, like Geisha said, like people just expand on it. Like
Yeah.
SCP, people expanded on that.
Man,
Yeah.
I really feel like I did bad on this episode. This was a bad one.
It wasn't a bad one. It's just that
You
it
guys
was
don't
hard
know
to
shit
connect.
about it,
Yeah,
man.
it's just hard to connect.
I was learning.
But I have learned a lot of things. I didn't know about this Killswitch game. It's just in my head, right? Logically, that
And
doesn't
Metal
make
Gear
any
Solid
sense to
though,
me.
like a 30-year-old game, you know nothing about it.
I know nothing about it. I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm a basic breezy.
it just I need to start just doing topics we all know.
I told you to do it on The Sims. Geisha would have killed it.
Yeah, I guess.
The Sims.
Yeah, I should do. Actually, I kind of want to do one on Sims and what's that game called? Ezano or Ezio or what
The new one.
The new one.
It looks exactly like The Sims.
It does look like The Sims.
It looks exactly. The play style is exactly like The Sims. The only
Except
difference
it's
is
realistic looking.
Like, it's a little bit more realistic looking.
Do you know
It's not as
about-
cartoonish.
You got
and then
like kind of Italian there.
Yeah, you did actually. You were like,
What?
it's like a little bit like The Sims. It's like The Sims.
it's exactly the same as The Sims.
You did say it like you're Italian. Cause in my head, I was like, why does she sound? Does she sound the same? That's when little do we know, she's actually Italian.
I have not.
I'm Spanish.
I have not
Maybe
seen
it's
it.
my Spanish side.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of The Sims.
It's The Sims. It's exactly the same.
Your voice didn't take on the
Yeah, that was
the
weird.
way they sound, but you like your motions and the way you
How
said
did The
it.
Sims sound? Oh, that's
No, it's
No, that's Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing.
I can't even.
The Sims
like,
sounds weird. They're like,
Like
'Cause they-
Afro Bebo.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do they
weird.
say when they're excited?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I always have my volume off.
Oh.
You don't even want to interact with the
I
game.
just-
You're just do what I tell you
Yeah,
to do.
I'm just like having music play and watching my sim.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
What game has impacted you so much that if it vanished, it would feel like a part of your memory got wiped? Obviously, we know.
Obviously, I really already know mine, and I feel like I already know Azzy's.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Wait,
I
repeat
do.
the question?
I feel like I can answer for both of you. It says, what game has impacted you so much that if it vanished, it would feel like a part of your memory was wiped?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to say both of yours.
Answer for us.
I'm going to say your Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Azzy's maybe Halo.
Oh, I would be so sad.
I was
All
gonna
of
say-
my childhood with
What
you
were you
is
going to say for her? Were
gone.
you going to say Amalur? Kingdom of
Yeah,
Amalur?
I was gonna say Kingdom of Amalur for us.
Yeah, but Halo's what got her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know.
I wish. Obviously, I don't wish this actually, but it would be so funny if we could like have a screen to project our memories. Cause you would laugh so hard at how hard I was trying to beat Black Label at Halo, and I was not doing well. I'd be like hiding with the sniper, and he would still kill me. I'm
Yeah.
like, how does this make sense?
I think
What's yours, babe?
Final Fantasy 3.
3.
Yeah, that game, to be honest, was really big on me. Because I remember playing that fucking game all the time. I was in the house or in the apartments by myself on 96th Street playing that game by myself. And just, I remember I replayed it like 6 times. And I had like 380 or maybe like 300 hours, like a lot, like on each playthrough. Like I put a lot of time in that game. It helped me. It helped me a lot. Yeah. If you got Bloodborne removed from your brain, what would happen? You didn't say
I
it. You
don't
just
know.
You wouldn't even know.
you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, yeah.
Do you think it would
I don't
change
know.
your outlook on like what do you call it? What do you call it? Freaking eldritch horror? Would you?
I think it would
It would-
because I always was into literature, like in high school. You know, like
Mhm.
classics. I read a lot of classic books that I didn't have to in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always into literature and classics, but I think what really connected me to like H.P. Lovecraft and Poe was like Bloodborne and just like seeing the Victorian goth and the environment, and that's when I think I really started getting into like
Mhm.
eldritch horror and
Yeah.
like gothic type.
When you said
Stuff.
Poe, it made me think of Teletubbies.
No.
Yo,
Not-
you want to
not
have
that
an
Poe.
episode about H.P. Lovecraft? We can.
should.
I love all of his stories.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about him. Maybe I should do that
The
and just
color from
research
outer
it
space.
Yeah.
and find something about find a link between gaming and
It's
HP.
really funny because H.P. Lovecraft was probably like.
He was probably crazy.
Of the times, he was
He's-
very much a white man
Yeah.
with a poor constitution.
Yes.
Hence why he has no real idea of how the world works.
Yes.
And he was just insane, right? Is that the guy that cut his ear off for the girl?
No, that was
Edgar Allan Poe.
That was Da Vinci.
That was Da Vinci.
Was it? No, didn't Poe do
Oh,
something
sorry,
crazy?
Van Gogh.
No, yeah.
Not Da Vinci.
No, didn't Poe do something crazy too?
He
Poe
no.
killed
Ed-
himself?
No, I thought he did
Wait,
something
let
for
me
a girl.
think. I need to think.
I'm googling.
I
it.
think it's no. I think it was just the ear. He cut his ear off and then mailed it to his ex or something.
Van Gogh.
Van
To prove
Gogh.
his love,
Crazy
right?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut his ear off.
But what did Poe do?
No, that's what. Or what? Wasn't
It was
that?
Van Gogh?
That was Van Gogh. No, it was Ed.
No.
What did Edgar Allan Poe
He was just a little
do?
insane.
for his wife? I'm looking it up. Never mind. He was very caring for his wife. She
Yeah.
He didn't do anything crazy.
he did what he could during her prolonged
During.
illness.
Edgar
Darn.
Allan Poe.
Was it Van Gogh that cut his ear off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
And he like mailed it to his ex or his lover or something.
He even painted himself with his missing ear.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know nothing about like art or stuff like that. I'm very
Yeah.
uncultured.
No.
I
when it
feel
comes
like
to that
it
stuff.
was. I feel like another painter did something crazy.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it was a painter, not
Okay.
a writer.
All right, guys. So, if Killswitch is real, why would someone make a game that vanishes without a trace? What's the point of making something just disappear? If it was real, what's the point of making it just for it to disappear?
Making you crazy.
And not, but
You're altering someone's life in a way that they can't explain. You play a game and then it disappears.
Well, it has to be an amazing game, because if it's a shit game and it disappears, I'd be like, good riddance, because I was going to delete that shit anyways. It has to be amazing.
It must be, but then now it's gone, so you can't even like explain this game to people.
I mean, you could explain it, you just can't show it.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, they don't. Where's it fucking at then, you weirdo? I looked it up. I don't see it.
Photos or it didn't exist.
Yeah, proof, bitch. What are you over there gaggling over there? Googling?
Giggling.
I was looking up what other famous authors have done, because I know that there was something.
Did you find it?
Something somebody did, right?
You did not find it.
Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel, and he hated the church so much that he kind of did like a fuck you when he painted it.
What
There's
do you
like
do?
there's like something about it where it's kind of like making fun of the church.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Who was the painter and inventor? Was it Van Gogh or was it Michelangelo? Was it or Leonardo da Vinci?
I think it
I
was.
have no idea. I didn't know any of them were inventors.
I think it was Da Vinci, because Da Vinci has the most like science stuff. He did
Yeah.
dig up a corpse for science.
But he
once.
was a painter too, right?
But he was a painter too.
Yeah, and he did science stuff.
Yeah.
Dug up a corpse?
Oh, what
Whoa.
scientific
Yes.
Our man.
breakthroughs did Da Vinci?
I feel like Da Vinci was the most
Make.
scientist one out of all of them.
Oh, he conceptually invented the parachute, the helicopter.
Like the airplane, right? Like back in the day, something with the airplane.
Yeah, I remember that was in a Assassin's Creed game too, where you meet up with Da Vinci, or maybe that might have been the dog,
The dog
Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody. Maybe it was Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah, Da Vinci
met up
was
with
in.
Da Vinci
No,
for
I think
airplane.
Da Vinci. I think Da Vinci was in Assassin's Creed too.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and I think he's like
I think so.
Yeah, he made an armored fighting vehicle, and he figured out the use of concentrated solar power and a car and a gun. Damn, he's out here. Wow,
He
that's
was
crazy.
like innovated.
Yeah, he did a lot for science.
Yeah, artwork, books, yeah.
Was he a painter? Did he paint?
Wait, I know that they just did something.
Was-
Somebody. So there's always like a segment where they like put history into perspective. So like Van Gogh or not Van Gogh. Somebody was like, I think it might be Da Vinci, but he was like in the same time era as like Anne Frank or something, and it was like mind blowing.
What? I'm not trying to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
we're like, did Da Vinci make a painting? He made the Mona Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
And the Last Supper.
No, I was trying to figure out what he invented.
Oh,
not what he
no, because she was
painted.
like,
I asked,
she was like, did he
been
paint
a
something?
painter?
Did
I
he
can't
paint-
remember. Did he paint
He
anything, or
fucking
did he
made
just
the
invent
Mona
shit?
Lisa,
He
dude.
did the
I
fucking
didn't
Mona.
know he was an inventor.
Yeah.
I knew he was an inventor and something for science, but I forgot that he was also a painter.
like one of the most renowned paintings, I guess.
Two of the most renowned, the
Yeah.
fucking
He
made the
Last
Starry
Supper.
Night.
And
Yeah, I was thinking the Starry Night, right? Yeah.
No, Starry Night was
Van Gogh?
Was it?
Van Gogh.
Sorry, we're fact checking a lot of random stuff right now.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
off the rails
Can
right
you
now.
Vincent Van
Look up
Gogh
the
did
Starry
Starry
Night.
Night.
Made the Starry.
Oh yeah.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Damn, what's wrong with us?
I don't know.
Van Gogh's the one that cut his ear off, right?
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
established that.
Okay,
You even said
now
that.
that I see his face, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the guy who fucking did
He
it.
did the sunflower painting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
God, we're going off
And he's
the
like
rails.
red hair
Anyways,
in his portrait.
did you answer the question? You didn't answer the question.
What question was it?
Why would someone make a game that vanishes without a trace? What's
Oh,
the
I
point of
gave my
making something
answer.
that disappears?
Again, logically, I don't think it ever existed.
No, but why would somebody make a game that vanishes?
I can't answer that question because logically it would have never existed. And my thought process is they had this idea to do it, but they couldn't do it, so they just spoke to it, and it never really existed. But people think it existed.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about this episode, guys. It's very unstructured. These guys don't know nothing about Metal Gear Solid.
But apparently, we know a lot about old art inventors and painters.
Well, we
I'm
knew
telling you,
stuff,
give
but
me-
we just
give me a segment about
we're gonna talk about.
old school writers. We could talk about
I'll
authors all day.
I'll figure something out. We'll talk about something
Eldritch
cool.
horror.
Eldritch horror,
Everyone
art,
Yeah,
loves
we
good
should do. We
Eldritch
should do
horror.
Eldritch.
Paint.
We should do a Van.
Painters.
Not Van. What's it?
Books.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar
And
Allan
H.P.
Poe.
Lovecraft. I would do
Yeah.
that.
H.P.
That would be the
Lovecraft.
next episode. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm a.
I
yeah.
can't. I can't remember. It was Poe that wrote the Heart Under the Floor, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not HP.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video or a game where it's like the heartbeats like ticking under the floor. It's like
It drove him crazy.
yeah. Okay.
Madness.
Could Killswitch inspire modern horror games? Like,
Ooh, I wish.
think so.
do you think it inspired Doki Doki or PT or stuff like that?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
Because PT is like you keep
Well, when
doing
did
the same thing
when
over
did
and
the
over.
idea of Killswitch come out? When did someone create that?
I did
idea?
not look this up. Let's see.
Because I know Doki Doki Literature was like a while ago.
Let's see. The idea of it came out. Killswitch game. Creepy.
Doki Doki came out in 2017. Right before COVID.
What the fuck? This is weird. It says the Killswitch creepypasta centered around a fictional game created by a fictional Carvina corporation was initially disseminated among students in the fall of 1989.
That's a lie.
While the creepypasta itself gained popularity, the concept of the game and association lore emerged in that specific time period.
What?
1989. That's crazy.
I can't believe the internet sometimes. That seems crazy and far-fetched.
1989 is a long time ago, and that's crazy to think about.
It's like the beginning of video games, like
That's
modern
36
video
years ago.
games.
Isn't it man?
Like that was like
I was born in '89.
I feel like I've
Yeah,
been through a
but-
lot, but I feel
36.
like Uncle Steve and Dad's
it was like
generations
first gen stuff.
been out.
Previous gen.
Like so
stuff.
much shit has happened during their generation.
I think our generation have been through
well, Dad
a
and
lot.
Dad and Uncle Steve have been alive through this whole time period
They
too.
had
Yeah,
very
that's
basic
true.
video games though.
No, I'm talking about like
world
world
events.
events.
Oh yeah.
Like they've been through the war.
Yeah.
Like they've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
The evolution of technology. Like we kind of grew up with technology. Like the boom of technology.
Yeah.
Like my age.
Like the flip phones. I remember the big old chunky big boy
Nokia's,
phones.
man. Man, we're going off the rails. It's fucking ridiculous.
We gotta go, guys.
Yeah, like it's actually horrible. I'm sorry, guys.
Stop.
I'll do better. I'll do like a HP Lovecraft Eldritch Horde episode next. That actually sounds more
There's a
compelling
lot
than
of
this.
games that are based on Eldritch Horror, so we could talk about that.
Yeah. So again,
None of the perverted games, though.
yeah, none of that shit.
The
So
actual like
Eldritch Horror.
eldritch horror, creepy,
yeah.
scary type situation.
Yeah.
Again, though, guys, is Kojima trying to warn us about the futures of technology and AI, or is he just entertaining us? Is Killswitch a legend about fear of deletion, or something more human like being forgotten? Let me know if you guys know more than these two about Metal Gear Solid and their prophetic moments.
These two knuckleheads. over
And if
here.
you guys ever heard anything about Killswitch that we didn't touch on, let me know. Again, keep grinding those keep grinding those levels and finishing those side quests.
Thank you. And as always, this has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint Size Geisha, Black Label, and me, Azalee.
Bye.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
We gather round the mic, tales of knights and dice. Gaming worlds collide, hobbies come alive. Azalee and Geisha chat, Black Label's where it's at. Movies and stories told, secrets to unfold. Co-op Chronicles, come and join the ride in a world where fun resides. Co-op Chronicles, hear the stories, feel the vibes. Lo-fi beats, they flow as we share what we know. Chronicles. Come and join the ride in a world where fun resides. Co-op Chronicles. Hear the stories, feel the vibe.